Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, I want you to listen carefully because there are moments in history when the atmosphere changes before people can explain why. There are seasons when events begin moving at a pace that surprises nations, communities, families, and individuals. We are living in one of those moments right now. Whether you are watching from a busy city, a quiet village, or a place where life seems unchanged, there is a growing sense that something significant is approaching. The days ahead are not ordinary days. Many people are distracted by entertainment, consumed by daily routines, and focused only on temporary concerns. They wake up, go through their schedule, and assume tomorrow will look exactly like today. But throughout history, the biggest changes have often arrived when people least expected them. Major shifts rarely announce themselves months in advance. They appear suddenly, transforming circumstances almost overnight. As June 28th approaches, I want you to think about your life with complete honesty. Are you prepared for change? Are you ready for opportunities that could alter your future? Are you positioned correctly for what may be coming next? Because one thing is certain, when significant moments arrive, preparation separates those who advance from those who are left wondering what happened. Many people spend years praying for a breakthrough while remaining unprepared to receive it. They ask for greater influence, but refuse to develop discipline. They ask for new opportunities, but remain trapped in old habits. They ask for doors to open while ignoring the responsibilities waiting on the other side. Real transformation requires readiness. It requires vision. It requires faith when there is no visible evidence that anything is changing. Right now, there are individuals listening who have faced disappointment after disappointment. You have experienced delays. You have watched others move ahead while your own progress seemed slow. There were moments when you questioned whether your efforts mattered. There were nights when uncertainty felt heavier than hope. Yet despite everything, you are still here. You are still standing. You are still searching for purpose. That alone is evidence that your story is not finished. The greatest mistake a person can make is assuming that current circumstances determine future outcomes. They do not. Your present situation is only a chapter, not the entire book. Some of the most remarkable victories in history were born from seasons that appeared hopeless. Some of the strongest leaders emerged from periods of rejection. Some of the greatest success stories began when everything seemed to be falling apart. What if the pressure you have been experiencing is preparation? What if the challenges that tested your endurance were building strength you will soon need? What if the waiting period was not punishment but positioning? Consider how often people quit just before their breakthrough. They abandon their vision because progress feels slow. They lower their expectations because obstacles seem large. They settle for survival when they were created for far more. Yet those who continue moving forward often discover that the darkest hour comes immediately, before a new dawn. As June 28th draws near, I encourage you to reject fear. Fear has stopped more dreams than failure ever could. Fear convinces people to remain comfortable rather than courageous. Fear tells them to stay silent when they should speak. Fear tells them to retreat when they should advance. Fear magnifies problems and minimizes possibilities. But courage changes everything. Courage is not the absence of uncertainty. Courage is moving forward despite uncertainty. It is making the right decision when the outcome is unknown. It is maintaining hope when circumstances suggest otherwise. It is believing that your future can be greater than your past. Look around the world today. Events are unfolding rapidly. Systems people trusted are being questioned. Assumptions that seemed permanent are being challenged. The pace of change continues accelerating. In such times, individuals who remain alert, focused, and grounded possess a tremendous advantage. This is not the moment to become careless. This is not the moment to drift through life without direction. This is the moment to sharpen your focus. Review your goals. Evaluate your priorities. Strengthen your character. Protect your peace. Surround yourself with people who inspire growth rather than encourage complacency. The future belongs to those who prepare before the opportunity arrives. Too many people wait until circumstances force them to act. They wait until a crisis appears. They wait until options disappear. They wait until regret becomes unavoidable. Wise individuals understand a different principle. They act before necessity demands action. They prepare before the storm. They build before the pressure arrives. They develop strength before challenges intensify. If something significant is indeed approaching, then preparation today becomes an investment in tomorrow. I believe there are people listening who are closer to a breakthrough than they realize. The opportunity you have been waiting for may be nearer than you think. The answer you have been searching for may already be moving into place. The connection that changes your future may be only one conversation away. The door that seems closed today may open unexpectedly tomorrow. Never underestimate how quickly circumstances can change. One phone call can alter a career. One decision can alter a future. One opportunity can alter a lifetime. This is why maintaining vision is so important. Vision allows you to see possibilities beyond present limitations. Vision keeps you moving when results are delayed. Vision reminds you that temporary setbacks do not define permanent outcomes. As the night of June 28th approaches, I challenge you to refuse passivity, refuse hopelessness, refuse the temptation to believe that nothing can improve. Instead, adopt the mindset of expectancy. Live with anticipation. Prepare as though opportunity is near. Act as though your next chapter could begin at any moment. There is power in expectation. People who expect nothing often receive nothing because they never position themselves for more. But those who remain watchful, prepared, and ready frequently recognize opportunities others overlook. Do not allow distractions to steal your focus during these critical days. Do not allow negativity to dominate your thinking. Do not allow temporary challenges to convince you that lasting success is impossible. Stay alert. Stay disciplined. Stay committed to your purpose. History repeatedly shows that extraordinary moments arrive for ordinary people who remain prepared when others are not. They are not necessarily the most talented. They are not always the most connected. They are not always the most experienced. Often, they are simply the ones who remained ready while everyone else became distracted. So examine your life carefully. Ask yourself whether your actions align with your goals. Ask yourself whether your habits support your future. Ask yourself whether you are prepared for the possibilities that may soon emerge. Because when significant opportunities arrive, hesitation can be costly. The coming days may hold developments you cannot currently see. They may contain opportunities you have not imagined. They may reveal answers you have been seeking for a long time. Whatever happens, meet it with confidence, preparation, wisdom, and unwavering determination. There are moments in history when everything appears normal on the surface. Yet beneath that calm exterior, powerful changes are already beginning to unfold. Most people never recognize these moments while they are happening. They only look back later and realize they were standing at the edge of a major turning point. We are living in such a time right now. The atmosphere around us is shifting. Events across the world are moving at an unusual pace. Circumstances that once seemed stable are changing, and many people can sense that something significant is drawing near. The problem is that most individuals are too distracted to notice. They are consumed by daily routines, endless notifications, temporary concerns, and the pressures of everyday life. They wake up, follow the same schedule, and assume tomorrow will be identical to today. But history repeatedly proves that life can change in a single moment. Entire nations have been transformed overnight. Families have seen their circumstances altered in a matter of days. Individuals have experienced breakthroughs or challenges that completely redirected the course of their future. That is why awareness is so important. Those who remain watchful often recognize opportunities before others do. They notice patterns. They pay attention to warning signs. They understand that preparation must happen before change arrives, not after it has already begun. The people who thrive during seasons of transition are rarely the ones who react at the last minute. They are the ones who prepared while others were asleep. Many people spend their lives waiting for clear signs before taking action. They tell themselves they will prepare later. They promise they will focus on their goals tomorrow. They assume there will always be more time. Yet some of the greatest opportunities in life are missed because people fail to recognize the importance of the moment they are living in. They underestimate the value of preparation. They assume change will announce itself loudly before it arrives. In reality, the most significant developments often begin quietly. Look around the world today. The speed of change is accelerating in every area of life. Technology advances faster than ever before. Economic conditions shift unexpectedly. Relationships are tested. Opportunities appear and disappear within days. What worked yesterday may not work tomorrow. The ability to remain alert, adaptable, and focused has become one of the greatest advantages a person can possess. This is not a time for complacency. It is not a season to drift through life without direction. It is a time to become intentional about your future. Evaluate your priorities. Examine your habits. Strengthen your mindset. Prepare yourself emotionally, mentally, and spiritually for whatever may lie ahead. The individuals who position themselves wisely today will often be the ones who navigate tomorrow's challenges and opportunities with confidence. Sometimes the greatest mistake people make is believing that because nothing dramatic has happened yet, nothing dramatic will happen at all. They confuse temporary calm with permanent stability. They mistake silence for inactivity. Yet some of the most powerful forces in life work behind the scenes long before visible results appear. Seeds grow beneath the soil before anyone sees the first sign of life. Foundations are built underground before the structure rises above the surface. Important seasons of preparation often occur before any outward evidence is visible. One of the greatest truths about success, breakthrough, and transformation is that they rarely arrive without preparation. Many people dream about a better future, but far fewer are willing to prepare themselves for the responsibilities that come with it. They pray for opportunities, ask for growth, and hope for change. Yet they continue living with the same habits, the same mindset, and the same level of commitment that kept them stuck in the first place. The future belongs to those who prepare for it before it arrives. Think about an athlete preparing for a championship. The victory is not won on the day of the competition. It is won during the months of training that nobody sees. The discipline, sacrifice, and persistence happen long before the crowd applauds. In the same way, the most important preparation for your future takes place before the opportunity appears. What you do today determines how you respond when your moment finally comes. Too many people believe preparation can wait. They assume they will become disciplined when success arrives. They think they will develop confidence when opportunities increase. They tell themselves they will strengthen their character once circumstances improve. But life does not work that way. Success often reveals what preparation has already built. When opportunities appear, they expose whether a person is ready or not. There are individuals listening right now who have spent years waiting for a breakthrough. You have asked for change. You have hoped for new doors to open. You have imagined what your life could become. The important question is not whether opportunities are coming. The important question is whether you are preparing yourself to handle them when they arrive. A person can receive an opportunity and still lose it if they are unprepared for the strategy. Date bull foricate. Preparation begins with mindset. Your thinking shapes your actions, and your actions shape your future. If you constantly focus on limitations, fear, and doubt, you will struggle to recognize opportunities when they appear. But when you develop a mindset of growth, possibility, and faith, you begin positioning yourself differently. You start seeing potential where others see obstacles. You start recognizing doors that others walk past. Preparation also requires discipline. Discipline is often unpopular because it demands consistency. It requires doing the right thing even when motivation is absent. It means showing up when you feel tired. It means staying committed when progress seems slow. Yet discipline is one of the greatest investments a person can make because it creates the foundation upon which future success is built. Many breakthroughs are delayed not because opportunity is missing, but because preparation is incomplete. Life has a way of teaching lessons before granting greater responsibility. Every challenge you face today may be strengthening you for something larger tomorrow. Every setback may be teaching wisdom you will eventually need. Every season of waiting may be developing patience, endurance, and character that cannot be learned any other way. The people who thrive during seasons of change are often those who spent time preparing while others were distracted. They used ordinary days wisely. They invested in personal growth. They improved their skills. They strengthened their faith. They refused to waste time complaining about circumstances they could not control. Instead, they focused on becoming better, stronger, and wiser. When significant opportunities finally arrive, prepared individuals do not panic. They do not hesitate. They do not wonder whether they are capable. They step forward with confidence, because their preparation has already positioned them for the moment they have been waiting for. One of the greatest battles every person will face is not a battle against circumstances, competition, or even failure. It is the battle against fear. Fear has stopped more dreams than a lack of talent ever could. It has prevented countless people from stepping into opportunities that could have changed their lives. Fear whispers that you are not ready, not qualified, not capable, and not strong enough. It convinces people to remain where they are rather than move toward where they are meant to be. The dangerous thing about fear is that it often disguises itself as wisdom. It tells people they are simply being careful when in reality they are avoiding growth. It encourages them to wait for perfect conditions that never arrive. It persuades them to delay important decisions until the opportunity has already passed. While caution can be valuable, fear can become a prison that keeps individuals trapped in a cycle of hesitation and regret. Many people spend years wondering what could have happened if they had taken a chance. They look back on missed opportunities and realize that the obstacle was not a lack of ability. The obstacle was fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of criticism, fear of uncertainty. Yet every meaningful achievement requires stepping into territory where the outcome is not fully guaranteed. Consider the people who accomplished extraordinary things throughout history. They did not possess absolute certainty about every step of their journey. They moved forward despite uncertainty. They faced challenges without knowing exactly how everything would work out. They chose courage over comfort. They understood that progress requires action even when complete confidence is absent. Courage is often misunderstood. Many assume courageous people never feel afraid. The truth is quite different. Courageous individuals experience fear just like everyone else. The difference is that they refuse to allow fear to make their decisions. They acknowledge the uncertainty, but they keep moving forward. They understand that fear grows stronger when it is obeyed and weaker when it is confronted. There may be people listening right now who are standing at a crossroads. You know there is something you need to do. Perhaps it is a decision you have been delaying. Perhaps it is a dream you have been ignoring. Perhaps it is a step of faith you know you should take. Yet fear continues whispering reasons to remain where you are. It tells you that now is not the right time. It tells you that failure is inevitable. It tells you that others are more capable than you. Those thoughts do not define your future. The greatest opportunities often exist on the other side of fear. The breakthrough you seek may require a difficult conversation. The success you desire may require a bold decision. The growth you need may require leaving behind familiar patterns and embracing new worlds. Challenges. Every major step forward involves some level of risk, but remaining stagnant carries risks as well. Fear has a way of making obstacles appear larger than they truly are. It magnifies challenges and minimizes possibilities. It focuses attention on everything that could go wrong, while ignoring everything that could go right. Courage reverses that perspective. Courage sees obstacles but refuses to be controlled by them. Courage recognizes uncertainty while choosing faith, determination, and action. When individuals stop allowing fear to dictate their choices, they begin discovering strengths they never knew they possessed. They realize they are more resilient than they imagined, more capable than they believed, and more prepared than they thought. The moment fear loses its control is often the moment destiny begins to unfold. There are moments in life when people are much closer to a breakthrough than they realize. The challenge is that breakthroughs rarely announce themselves in advance. They do not arrive with guarantees or detailed explanations. Often, they emerge after seasons of waiting, struggle, uncertainty, and persistence. This is why maintaining expectation and staying focused is so important. The individuals who continue believing, preparing, and moving forward during difficult zealous are often the ones who recognize opportunities when they finally appear. Many people give up too soon. They stop believing because results are delayed. They lose focus because progress seems slow. They become discouraged because circumstances have not changed as quickly as they expected. Yet some of life's greatest opportunities arrive after periods that seemed completely unremarkable. Success often develops quietly before it becomes visible. A seed grows beneath the soil long before anyone sees evidence of life above the surface. In the same way, important developments may already be taking place behind the scenes even when nothing appears to be changing. One of the greatest dangers during a season of waiting is distraction. Distractions have the power to pull people away from their purpose. They consume time, energy, and attention that should be invested elsewhere. A distracted person may completely miss an opportunity standing directly in front of them. This is why focus has become such a valuable quality in today's world. The ability to remain committed to your goals despite noise, confusion, and competing demands creates a powerful advantage. Focus requires discipline. It means choosing priorities carefully and refusing to allow temporary concerns to dominate your thinking. It means keeping your eyes fixed on long-term objectives instead of becoming overwhelmed by short-term setbacks. Every successful individual understands that attention is one of life's most valuable resources. Where attention goes, energy follows. Where energy follows, results eventually appear. At the same time, expectation plays a critical role in determining how people approach life. Individuals who expect nothing often stop looking for opportunities altogether. They lower their standards, reduce their efforts, and assume that positive change is unlikely. Their expectations shape their actions, and their actions shape their outcomes. By contrast, people who maintain a healthy sense of expectation approach each day differently. They remain alert, they stay prepared, they continue investing in growth because they believe future opportunities are possible. This does not mean ignoring reality or pretending challenges do not exist. Difficulties are real, obstacles are real, delays are real, but expectation means refusing to allow temporary circumstances to define permanent possibilities. It means believing that your current situation is not the final chapter of your story. It means understanding that setbacks are often stepping stones rather than stopping points. There may be people listening who have experienced disappointment after disappointment. Perhaps plans did not unfold as expected. Perhaps doors you hoped would open remained closed. Perhaps you have spent months or even years waiting for answers. In those moments, it becomes easy to assume that nothing significant is ahead. Yet history repeatedly proves that life can change far more quickly than people imagine. One conversation can create a new opportunity. One decision can open a new path. One moment can shift the direction of an entire future. This is why remaining focused and expectant matters so much. The breakthrough you have been waiting for may be closer than it appears, and the opportunities that shape tomorrow are often recognized first by those who refuse to stop believing today. Ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the end of this message, remember that history is filled with moments when everything changed faster than anyone expected. The people who succeeded in those moments were not always the strongest, the wealthiest, or the most connected. They were the ones who stayed alert when others became distracted. They prepared when others procrastinated. They believed when others doubted. They moved forward when fear told them to stand still. The days leading up to June 28th should not be wasted in worry, panic, or speculation. Instead, let them be filled with preparation, reflection, discipline, and expectation. Take a close look at your life. Strengthen the areas that need improvement. Let go of habits that are holding you back. Refocus on your purpose. Renew your commitment to the goals and dreams that have been placed in your heart. Every step you take today is helping position you for tomorrow. Never underestimate the power of being prepared when opportunity arrives. Never underestimate what can happen when faith replaces fear and determination replaces doubt. The breakthrough you have been waiting for may be closer than you think. The answer you have been seeking may already be on its way. What seems impossible today can become reality sooner than you imagine. Life has a way of rewarding those who remain faithful, focused, and ready. So stand firm, stay watchful, keep your vision clear. Refuse to be distracted by negativity, uncertainty, or fear. Walk into the coming days with confidence, knowing that preparation today creates possibilities for tomorrow. Whatever unfolds, meet it with courage, wisdom, and unwavering belief that your best days are still ahead. And remember this, when the moment arrives, don't be caught wishing you had prepared. Be ready to step into the destiny that has been waiting for you.